We good? Hi everybody, my name is Andy Holbert. I'm a civil engineering major at the University of Akron. Now when you think of an engineering professor, you probably think of someone who's really distant, someone who focuses way too much on numbers, graduates, or extracurricular research. Now, what if there was a professor that was there for you for everything? For career advice, even Sunday office hours, personal coaching. This is Dr. Catherine Eller, someone who I mentored, was mentored by, researched with, was taught by, and also an inspirational figure for me while I was a mechanical engineering major at Miami University. She's a transformative figure in engineering education, and she bridges the gap between rigor and human connection. I've experienced this firsthand through her being her research assistant, her teaching assistant, her mentee, and a 2-time student in her intro to mechanical engineering class and her numerical methods class. Today, I wanted to honor her work in engineering education research, honor the dedication she has to each and every one of her students, and the personal impact she's had on my engineering and professional career. So, sorry, I'm getting a little tangled up here. So let's talk about how Catherine Eller improves programs for everyone. The freshman engineering curriculum is notoriously difficult. As discussed in my speech 2 weeks ago, the amount of students who remain in engineering is really low after the first year, and even less actually end up completing the program. Dr. Eller's goals aren't just to ensure students can survive, but also to ensure that they thrive. In 2021, Miami University named her a Keenan Wilkins Faculty Fellow, and was further discussed in the same 2021 article by Kaylee Schaufel on Miami's College of Engineering and Computing site, saying that Miami saw greatness in her work and selected her for the prestigious fellowship specifically because of her contributions to student education. Her research focuses on programs, actions, and individual people. She goes above and beyond, ensuring every student feels supported and connected to their future career. However, through all this, her greatest impact was on my specific path. In January 2023, I enrolled at Miami after transferring from Ohio State as a business major into her Intro to Mechanical Engineering course. Dr. Eller was the first faculty member that I interacted with. And in the first semester at Miami, I really struggled. I'm not the best student in the world, but she didn't judge me. She told me how to really become an engineer, and this was my first intro to the program. Later on, I got to TA for her pilot course, which was the course to ensure engineering students coming from high school can actually stay in engineering and figure out what they want to do with their career. I got to work with many students, experience what it's like to be a student, and see some of the different ways that you can actually kind of get to know someone and support them. And so as I continued throughout the program, I realized I'm not a very smart engineering student. I struggle a lot with academics. I struggle a whole lot with keeping my GPA up. I'm not the best person in the world when it comes to grades and tests and all that stuff. So my GPA tanked. But Dr. Eller told me something that really stuck with me. She told me that the A students are the ones who are researching, the ones in academia, the ones doing that. But the real engineers actually building the modern world that we see, those are the C students. Those are the students who try really hard, even if they're not the most academically inclined. And that really stuck with me. Even when she was at office hours with me at 6 p.m. on Sunday in her office, which is crazy because she was there maybe 40, 50 hours a week, don't know how she did it, asking me for advice on how she can make it better for students through my experience in all of her different research, teaching assistant roles, and even being a student in her courses. She didn't just teach me, but treated me as her colleague. In October 2023, she even wrote a LinkedIn recommendation for me that really changed how I saw myself. She didn't just praise my grades, but instead she wrote that my students get a much more superior learning experience because of Andy. She supported me through my transfer to Akron, even though I suddenly left her program in January 2025 to be a civil engineering major. However, she continues to give me advice and work with me consistently. We do end up calling each other maybe once every 3 or 4 months. One thing throughout all this process is clear, is that Dr. Eller is the kind of person every student wishes they could meet. She's an impactful researcher, an inspirational professor, and the one mentor who believes in me. As I prepare for graduation, I have hope for her plan, where she said that she would drive 4 hours and 3 semesters to see me graduate. I hope that actually happens. We don't know, but she's going to try her absolute best based on what she says, and we still ask each other for advice. And while I learned numerical methods and some mechanical engineering skills from her, I learned something even more important. I belong in this field as an engineer. Thank you, Catherine Eller, for supporting me, even though I struggle very much as an engineering student. You've really shown me that I can be an engineer when no one else has, even if my grades don't show it, even if I struggle in a lot of things. I do really feel confident in my future career, and I have her to thanks for supporting me throughout the whole process.